All right, you guys, I got to tell you about my trip to New York and my pro debut in general. I got to talk to you guys about that because I didn't share that story. So first, let's just start about going to New York for the first time. I've never been there before, and I'm usually one to travel to like places with the beach. That's where I like to go. So I never really expected to go to New York anytime soon, but that's where business was calling. So that's where we went, and the stories are true, you guys. Like, New Yorkers really do got that different, that aggressive to them, that aggression, that assertiveness, that passion for the grind. I don't know what it is, but it's tough out there for sure. It's way tougher out there, I can't lie. So I got to see that because I was walking on like Times Square and stuff, and I got to see all that. I didn't really get to eat much because I was still prepping for the show, so I didn't get to eat any food down there, but whatever, I got to see culture for the most part. Now that was dope. But now talking about the show, my experience at the New York Pro, I didn't really know what to expect from myself because I know how prestigious that show is. I know freaking studs go to that show. Like, one year, Breon Ansley won that, and Breon Ansley is the current classic physique Mr. Olympia. I know Arash Rabar won the New York Pro one year, and he's Olympia runner-up one year. So I just know there's a bunch of freaking, and then Keon won this year, and he's a freaking stud. So I just know there's some freaking studs showing up, and a very prestigious show after the Olympia and the Arnold Classic. It's probably the New York Pro. So, I knew that size was going to be an issue. I just kind of wanted to come in like super shredded and come in with good posing, which I didn't really do either of too much. Like, I can't say I accomplished that mission. Like, I really can't. I still get nervous when I'm on stage, and I'm still learning, you guys. So yeah, I just wasn't perfect. I wasn't like necessarily on top of everything, I guess. But honestly, if I'm honest, I think if I was on top of everything and was perfect, like super shredded, perfect posing, like came perfect, I still think looking at the guys like that got the first call outs, they was just on another level. It kind of feels like I'm starting over again. Like when I did my first show in the NPC, and how I look next to those guys, and then I had to build my way up and turn pro. That's like kind of how it feels. It's like I'm just right at the bottom again for sure, because they got size on me, they had conditioning on me, they had everything on me. And I even learned, like, I saw Keon, the guy that won, he did something with his hamstrings, and he flexed them backstage before we went out to pose, and he did this thing, and he flexed his hamstrings, and I was like, oh shit. And I was like, that's how you flex your hamstrings. I didn't even know how to flex my hamstrings like that out there. So like I'm still a freaking newbie in my mind. Like, it was funny, I'm even asking Keon a question backstage because I kind of know him. I have his number and I've texted him before. We've texted each other before. He's a dope dude and I've talked to him. So when I was back there, I was asking him a question like, yo, what should I be doing right now? And he's like, kind of like, hey, you should be ready. Like, you should just be chilling, relaxing. You should be ready. And I'm like, okay, shit. I thought I should be like posing. I should be doing this. I'm still a noob. So yeah. And it really showed. Like, I could just tell from the attitude. Like, these guys just had a different attitude. Like, they were just about it. I wasn't as about it. I could tell that, and I'll be honest with you. I could see the seriousness. This is a different level of focus that these guys had. And that's just me being honest. So my plan now is, well, like, for those of you guys that don't know, I got fucking last call outs. There might have been like 4 call outs. And I got the last one, so yeah, that's like somewhere. You get the idea. So yeah, it wasn't just the first call out dudes. Everybody was looking beastie. Like, I can't lie. Everybody was looking real good. So all I can say is, though, I'm optimistic as fuck, positive, and I'm patient. The thing is, I'm patient. And bodybuilding isn't really all I got. It's always been a hobby for me. Let me make that clear. It's always been a hobby. It's always been like something I just love to do. So I don't really care about it competitively too much. And maybe that's what I mean when I say there's a different level of focus. Maybe I got to care about it more competitively. Because competitive bodybuilding has always been a byproduct of just how much I love hitting the gym. I love hitting the gym, so I hit the gym every day. And because I hit the gym every day, I can go and compete. But I've never been like, yo, I want to be Mr. Olympia. Yo, I want to become the best bodybuilder of all time, like honestly, that's never really been like a goal of mine. I just love to hit the gym, and hopefully, maybe that shit will carry me there. Maybe I'll be a very like a winning bodybuilder over time. You know, if I'm patient, we'll see what happens. Because as I was saying, I'm very patient. I'm just gonna like let time do its thing. You know, I'm thinking let me train for a couple years. Let me actually bulk how I'm supposed to bulk. I learned how to contract my hamstrings, so I plan to like do, you know, I know my squats are gonna be better. I know my leg curls are gonna be better. My mobility is getting better with this yoga. So let me just see how training goes and how my body changes from all this new stuff. And I want to take my eating serious, guys. If that's one thing I could stress to you guys too, is like take your eating serious, because that's what I'm not doing in the off season. Because that's when you really make them gains, you know what I'm saying? So like if you're bullshitting in the off season and like you're supposed to be bulking but you're not, you're just, you know, you're not really getting your 6 meals in every day. When it comes time to do the show, like, I'm sorry bro, but it's gonna show that you didn't make those gains. I had to learn that the hard way. But it's all good because it's a fucking journey and I'm cool with it. But yeah, that was my experience at the New York Pro. I went there and got blown the fuck away by the competition, and it was all what I'd like to call in 2 words, a learning experience. 1 word, a lesson, something I can learn from. And just give me some time, we'll see what happens. But I definitely still plan on doing another show. I'm actually more inspired to do another show than not do another show. I can't go out like that. Like the way I was looking, I don't give a fuck. Like that, like I told you in the beginning, my goal was to look super shredded and pose really good. That shit didn't happen. So I got to I'm gonna do another show. I'm gonna do mini shows. I'm gonna continue to I'm a competitive bodybuilder. I do have an interest for it. I mainly have the interest for hitting the gym, but I have developed this interest for the competitive bodybuilding, because I do appreciate like that classic look. I do appreciate like, you know, that's why I even do it, because I like classic physique too, because it's low-key like a pound for pound thing, because it's a height to weight ratio. So because you're so tall, you have to weigh a certain weight. Like I'm only about like 5'5", 5'6", so I have to weigh 180 pounds, no higher. So somebody like 6'2", they probably got to weigh like 200 pounds or 220 pounds, no higher. So it kind of keeps you in this like balance. And it's like, okay, let's see who comes out on top when they have that restriction. So there was something in me that's like, yo, Uzoma, you like to hit the gym so much, you're really about this bodybuilding shit. Let's see where you stand on the competitive stage. So I do have like that competitive in me, like I have that spark, like, hey, that interest to see where my just natural interest of bodybuilding, I want to see like where that passion, how that passion stacks up on the stage. Like that's what I'm interested in. And that's kind of like where I'm at right now. So I'm gonna be bodybuilding, I'm still gonna be doing my breakdancing, still gonna be doing my yoga, and yeah, it's just gonna continue bodybuilding as a hobby. Just wanted to let you guys kind of know about that experience and where I'm at currently. So yeah, man.